Good day, denizens of the denouement, Disc 2. I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more Final Fantasy IX. It's episode number 30 of Final Fantasy IX. I do believe this is going to be the end of Disc number 2. It took us 12 to reach the end of Disc 1, 18, if I'm right, to get to the end of Disc 2. Fortunately, my sister, who has actually gotten a lot farther in this game than I ever did when I played it, told me that there's basically nothing on Disc 4 except for, like, the final charge to the finish. So, it's not like there's a whole bunch of story stuff at the end, so we might still be able to pull it off in the next 20 weeks, getting this game done. Maybe. Now they say, like, it took us 18 to do this disc, and I've got 20 weeks to the end. I might have to double up some weeks with episodes of Final Fantasy IX, but we will cross that bridge when we get to it. In the meantime, we are back at the Iifa Tree for more Final Fantasy IX. We are to return here because we figure Kuja's going to show up now that we've killed the Soul Cage in episode 28 and stopped the production of the Mist. I should also mention, and I just, if my timing's right with the calendar, that tomorrow is actually the 1-year anniversary of me starting to upload Let's Plays on YouTube. The very first one would have been Doom 1, Episode 1. I think the first 4 missions of Episode 1 of Doom, Knee Deep in the Dead. And I was hoping, and I don't know, I haven't recorded that far ahead on Psychonauts, but I don't think that I am so far ahead on Psychonauts that that's over, and Thursday we're going to be bringing you Doom 2. But when Psychonauts is done, the next game up is going to be Doom 2, Hell on Earth. So that's a little 1-year anniversary thing that I wanted to do. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to be a little late, but we are going back to Doom. We are going to start the second year the way I started the first year, with more Doom. But we are here at the Iifa Tree for more Final Fantasy IX. There's still a little mist, but at least there's no more coming out. That must mean Kuja isn't here yet. How do you figure that? What happened to the mist? We beat the beast that breathes it. So much for the Mist Continent. No more mist. They must possess incredible powers to accomplish such a feat. Well, oh, that sounds like trouble. Zidane, there's a silver dragon. It's him. He flew from the ruins of Burmecia riding a silver dragon. It's Kuja. Oh, yeah, that evil-sounding organ music. It doesn't look that silver when he flew over like that. It looked almost green. Don't say it's a reflection of the terrain. I don't think the game was... I mean, maybe the art department was thinking that far ahead, but I don't think they had the reflection of the terrain built into it, so... Do we get a cutscene of, almost. Oh, how I've longed for this day. The day I might finally cast away this mask to reveal my true self. Now it no longer matters if the Iifa Tree is liberated. It means nothing to me. Mwahaha, the tree is so beautiful. Its beauty becomes the great mother tree that lives among the stars. Silver Dragon, let us watch the drama unfold from the trunk of Iifa. No one shall interrupt us up there. Now, I can't settle on an Amaranth voice, but I can settle on a Kuja voice. I will give myself that. All right. Who do I want to take with me to fight Kuja? Let's just roll with this screw for now. As we charge up the routes towards the Iifa Tree. No more Iifa Tree music, though. We get the Kuja music. We're going to charge along. It's because there's no mist, we're not getting any random encounters. So I don't think I have that turned off. Oh, no, there we go. There's one. I spoke too soon. I'm sorry. We'll be right back. Charging on up the route some more. Something's going to happen at some point. I know that. But, oh, here we go. Oh, Dagger's still along. We'll pass the trunk if we go any farther. Well, how do you plan on getting to the trunk? Now, can we see Kuja from down here? Or That's a freaky trick of perspective. Kuja went down that trunk. Say, Zidane, how are we gonna get up there? Can't we climb there? Yeah, good frickin' luck. Not me. Me neither. I don't think I can either. We came all this way. Now what? What's the problem? You should just go by yourself. You gotta go face Kuja together. How did this whip end up beating me? Hey, Amaranth, watch where you're walking. He who hesitates is lost. You'd best remember that. Well, I prefer my way or the highway. Whatever, like you actually have a plan. Oh yeah, Smarty Pants? Don't forget you're the one that lost to Zidane. Shut up, brat. The plan, huh? That's right, Amaranth. You owe me one, remember? It's payback time. Shoot. There's some Gargan grass around here, so a Gargant can't be far. Ah, see? I was right. I spotted that Gargant shit a while ago. Back 2 episodes ago, in fact. We can ride it all the way to the top. Why should I do all that when I can just take the kids up myself? Huh? How'd I ever let this dimwit beat me? Hey! Whoa! He sure has spirit. Alright, Dagger. I'll just carry you piggyback. Huh? Hey, Zidane, wait just a... Well, that's one way to get around it. The weak lose their freedom to the strong. Such is the way of the strong, and it is the providence of nature that only the strong survive. That is why I needed strength. I learned of powers that would daunt even him over 10 years ago. Such a long time. Now my forces are ready to strike. Ah, the suspense is terrible. So they've come this far, have they? Perfect. I'll just warm up on them until the elephant lady shows up. Uh-oh. How's he gonna get Brahne over here when she can't... No, didn't they steal? No, who stole the Hildegard? And can fly without mist? We don't know, they never did say. Now we're even. Show me what you guys can do. There's Kuja. Oh, he's right there this time. Alright. Man, they really like doing this. It's like... I don't remember there being a Kuja fight at this point, though. I mean, that's what's sticking out to me, is like, I don't remember there being a Kuja fight at this point, which is why I'm, like, not so worried about it. And watch, I'm gonna go to a Kuja fight and get my ass handed to me. Alright, let's just do it. Kuja, maker of black mages. Any enemy of Zidane is an enemy of mine. Okay, let's go. The old Captain Tennille. Let's go. Let's go! You are Kuja, correct? What a polite confrontational, introduction. And Amaranth couldn't give a shit. And Princess Garnet, and my name is Princess Garnet till Alexandros. I wish to ask you something. Was it really you who persuaded my mother to start the war? The war that threw the entire Mist Continent into chaos. And you made everyone, the Black Mages, into instruments of war? Oh dear, the princess has such a bloodthirsty little puppet. Ah, there's that word again. I don't have the power to do such a thing. I just gave them a little recipe. Begin with the broth of mist. Add fermented souls and boil. Then pour genuine black magic into a mixing bowl and heat to... Stop it! I'm not done telling how to make soulless toys out of the dregs of souls. It almost builds perfectly into the Final Fantasy X, where the dregs of souls become fiends, terrorize people on Spira. Dregs of souls, you mean mist? First, you don't want to listen, now you start asking questions. Oh, brother, but you're not ready yet. Why, you feel anything, taking the lives of so many? Spare me the lecture. Lives come and go all the time. What's the big deal? I half expect that to be followed by a Seinfeld basting. Speaking of warmongers, why, what about that mother of yours, princess? She said she won't feel alive until she has everything. It breaks my heart to see such greed. The war was my fault? No, your mother wanted it. All I did was give her a little push. Nair, my mother was sweet and kind. You changed her. Mwahaha! So the curtain rises. Perfect, my canary. Let me show you the truth about your mother. First act, the end of the ugly desire. It's showtime. Oh, they're sailing over. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. God, did I just do sticks? Jesus. I wouldn't have done... I wouldn't... Oh, that is very, very homophobic. I was going to say, because Kuja... I thought Kuja was a gentleman this whole time. I thought they referred to him as he this whole time, but now I gotta check that. According to the Final Fantasy Wiki, Kuja is in fact male. So, this is moderately homophobic to refer to him as having a girly face. I'm sure somebody's going to say, well, on Silent, the voice you give him. The voice I give him is that of a villain who is perfectly in command, very calm, very serene. But underneath it all lies an evil, a villainy, a manipulative soul. Very the Emperor in episode 6. When he's not getting all quickly snippy, it's like I'm going for, the oh, I'm afraid the deflector shield will be quite operational when your friends arrive. That is what I'm channeling with that voice. You're all that stands between me and total domination. Gee, but I haven't forgotten all you've done for me. In return, I will show you the ultimate power. Attention all hands, order the Black Mages to focus all their magical energies into a single spell. Lay suppressing fire upon Kuja until the casting is finished. Fire! Fire at will! Oh, poor Will Wheaton. He's in trouble now. Orders from Her Majesty. Black Mages, focus all your magical energy into a single spell. Oh, they're just going to do a Mexican wave. That's how they're going to focus their energies. I can't believe it. Your mother isn't satisfied with just one continent. Her ugliness and stupidity are truly impressive. Elephant lady, ugly, Jesus. Everything is proceeding as I have foreseen. What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? You're just the opening number. Time for the real show. We won't let you get away. The mist may be created no more, but it still lurks in caves and forests, right? Huh? I can make monsters with magic. Come forth, spawn of the mist. I do believe this is going to be a story fight, since the music is just continuing. And, oh, you're ugly. What the hell are you two? I now wish I had Dagger around. It's a Mistodon. Well, I guess it's created from mist, so what the hell? But the problem is I don't know. Crap, I don't know what I would hit it with. I'm assuming... Oh, nice dodge, Vivi. I would assume that I don't think I have any sort of... No. I got the one. And we'll just hit that up, and we'll just do a little cure on Amaranth if we have some time. And we don't have time. Oh well. Mr. Dawn is an oddly appropriate name, I'll give it that. So Aego's learned Float. We got another Peridot. Apparently you want to hold on to those things. There's a point when that becomes rather advantageous to hold on to those minerals. Just can't remember when that is. But anyway, so two of your enemies are duking it out. Why not just leave them finish off the winner? My money's on Kuja. Smart man. I'm inclined to agree with him, but I also know how things go after this. Ha ha ha, foolish Brahne. Your prize cannons are useless against the spawn of the mist. This is very 10, you know? It's like Sin Spawn and like Souls and Machina. And, I mean, it's like the scene with the the Crusaders and the Albed and Yevon all teaming up against Sin and it all backfiring hopelessly. It's that scene from 10 here in 9, actually. Wow, that's actually... I don't know if they intended to have that sort of thread through it. Maybe I just haven't played enough Final Fantasy games far enough or remember enough about them to really find that thread. If you guys can think of other things kind of like this, like threads that are repeated, like story, like plot scenes that are repeated throughout various Final Fantasies, drop it in the comments down below. No spoilers. If it's in 9, tell me where it shows. Let's say that we've gone across it in the first 2 discs of 9, and you see it, oh, this scene is also replayed similarly in this one. Kind of like this one's replayed in 10. I just spoiled 10, I realize, I'm sorry. And I'm just saying, so yeah, if you... Scenes that we've gone through the first 2 discs of Final Fantasy 9 are repeated elsewhere in the Final Fantasy series. Just point out those scenes from 9 and say which ones it repeats in. Just drop them in the comments down below. I'm sure it does. So I'm sure stuff's got to repeat. Nothing's original anymore, so it's probably replayed elsewhere. But anyway, let's carry on with Kuja's speech. Elephant Lady again. Sorry. I don't know how many times I see it, and it's just like that never stops being a little funny. Very well. I'll make the first move. I'll give you a clean target. You can't miss. Silver Dragon, descend! Amaranth's right. Let's split before we get dragged in. I don't think Dagger's gonna... Yeah. No, I can't. I can't let anything happen to my mother. Dagger? Zidane, I have to save her. Dagger, she extracted eidolons from you and started a war. She also was going to chop your head off. I still don't want her to die. But she didn't care one bit whether you lived or died. In fact, she actively wanted to kill you. That might be enough to, like, you know, if my mother tried killing me, I might be inclined to stop talking to her. And stop being arsed if she lived or died, you know? I think that might be a breaking point. I don't know about you, but that's just me thing. If someone tried to kill me, I think I'd probably cut ties before they cut my neck. She's my only mother. You had to. I don't care if you don't understand. Eiko, you said there was an eidolon imprisoned near here, right? Yeah. Please, tell me where. It's a long way down. You see the place with lots of roots? That's it. There, I see it. Dagger, don't go alone. Well, she's not going anywhere very fast. We got to deal with this random battle. Well, it's not a random battle. Because it is part of the... Oh, it's another Mistodon. Well, that's kind of boring. I'll just skip this one. See you on the other side. Yeah, this is turning into quite a show. Anyone can get emotional at a time like this. Give her a break. Zidane, let's go. Dagger's in danger all by herself. Yeah, let's go after her. You know, you could run. You don't have to say it. You could just, Oh, hey, I see you back there. I see you back there. Hey, Smokey. Got any letters? Oh, well, no. Oh, there's a letter from Stiltskin. But I don't understand what he's saying. Okay, well, Stiltskin's a brother of ours, so. The mist is gone. Is this a blessing? Or a curse? Oh, Stiltskin's made us all the way back to the Mist Continent. Or the ex-Mist Continent. Kupo, I don't understand. Can't we all be happy now that the mist is gone? I don't know, Moki, you're gonna have to tell me, brother. But, I wish you had a store there, but let's carry on. Oh, we're just gonna... Is it... No, he's... Gotta build up a little momentum here. It looks like we're building up some momentum here. Running down the route. Oh, crap! There's a Mistodon out of nowhere. It's kind of like an Archaeo out of nowhere, only, Man, that seems like such a familiar enemy design, though. But since we've done this a couple times before, we'll just skip it and see you on the other side. Alright, we're gonna keep running. I assume another one of those bastards is gonna chase us from behind. I don't know if it's, like, triggered off of, like, an environmental trigger, or if it's timed, or... No, we're just going to make it down to the bottom of that route in time. I sense the eidolon's power. Now I can save my mother. But what eidolon is it? Oh, it's working. It's like a snake with wings. Aquamarine. Oh, it's probably Leviathan then. No. It's not working. I can't save my mother with this eidolon. Why not? Dagger, what's wrong? Can't you free it? No, I haven't. I sense it's a great eidolon, but... I don't believe it. This is the legendary sea serpent Leviathan. Leviathan, which I also know from the Final Fantasy. My first Final Fantasy experience was Final Fantasy VIII Demo. From a demo disc that I got at Pizza Hut. Because they were having a promotion where... if you ate stuffed crust pizza, you got a PlayStation demo disc. And Final Fantasy VIII was on there. Ape Escape. Spyro might have been on there. Crash Team Racing. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. Man, if I could find that, I'm definitely doing a one-off video about that. An eidolon who wipes out its enemies with a huge tidal wave. I'm sorry, Dagger. Oh, that would explain why it won't do any good with saving her. Well, what if it pushes everyone back the other way? No, it's not your fault, but my mother's still in danger. What if you use Carbuncle and Reflect? Oh, that's not gone well. Isn't Her Majesty ready yet? All remaining ammunition was spent on the last wave of monsters. The next wave will chew us up unless we pull out now. That is not our decision. Get back to your post, soldier. Yeah, well, your guys are... Oh, this one fella is glowing something fierce, so I wonder if they're all about ready to go. Your Majesty, the Black Mages have completed their preparations. That insolent whelp. Now I can finish him off. Come, draconic seedling. Bahamut, King of Dragons. Oh, that's us. That is a serious... That is a serious eidolon to pull out of the bag right there. Oh, you look pretty smug, don't you? I'm not sure if that's quite Mega Flare, but... It's a decent design for Bahamut. Oh, and that must be Mega Flare because it's just chewing up everything that it's hit. Oh, he got nicked. gonna say if it was wrestling he played it, but... I've heard stories, but I never thought summoning could be so powerful. If Zidane is after their power, I'd better watch out. Wow, now we can win, and Mother won't have to die. Eiko, don't you think? What's wrong? Mog? She's terrified. How come? Don't you know that's the last eidolon, Bahamut, the Dragon King? He'll win for sure. I don't know, I think you should listen to Mog for a minute. Blood. Ha ha ha. Excellent, Bahamut. Power, mobility, you truly are the best. You even hurt me. A little. And you, Brahne, your tragic role in this drama now comes to an end. I'm sure you'll enjoy the second act from your soul's hellish prison, since the stage will be your former home. The final act will take us away from Gaia, and I will kill my nemesis with my own hand. Ha ha ha, everything is going according to plan. I have so much more fun playing the villain than voicing the villains in this. Okay. That's... What the... That's interesting. And that seems to have gone horribly, horribly wrong. I think that might be why Mog was a little worried. I do believe whatever that was seems to have turned Bahamut on the Alexandrian forces. And I don't know why Bahamut attacked the one who summoned him. But we found Queen Brahne on the beach next to her escape pod. She could hardly move, and I thought she would come to a stop any second. I hate Kuja a lot. I hate Brahne a lot, too. So much that I wanted this to happen to her. I should be happy, but... Once I saw Dagger start to cry, I didn't know how I should feel. And I kind of wanted to cry too. For as much as they make Zidane the hero and the center of the story, it really is more Vivi's story than anything through 2 discs. I can hear my daughter's voice. Yes, Mother, I'm here. I'm right here. I am empty now, free of that terrible greed. Mother, I haven't felt this way since I saw that play with you and your father. I led Alexandria down the path of ruin. The people will be happier with you on the throne. We went back to Alexandria on Queen Brahne's escape pod. We also brought Dagger's mother with us. And that will do it for Disc 2 of Final Fantasy IX. I know that's the end of Disc 2 from when I played it back on the PS1. I'm a little annoyed. I mentioned it after Disc 1, but I'm still a little annoyed that they got rid of the end of disc, change disc screens for the Steam version, even though they don't really need that. It's a nice little retro touch that I miss from the classic version of the game. But as we progress on to Disc 3, we seem to have found the big bad of Final Fantasy IX. we're past the halfway point because there isn't much on disc 4. So we're past the halfway point of the game. We finally discovered that it is Kuja who's the big evil of this game that we will have to defeat. But since he can summon or command eidolons, he might be a little more than we can chew at the moment. But what are his grand plans right now, since it doesn't seem to concern the Mist Continent or the Outer Continent? Kuja is looking for something bigger, and we'll have to figure that out in the next disc of Final Fantasy IX. What will happen in the Mist Continent now that Brahne is dead, the Alexandrian army has been decimated, and Garnet will assume the throne through the royal line of succession? Many questions still to be answered as we progress through Final Fantasy IX, and we will start to answer some of them next week with part 31 of our Let's Play of Final Fantasy IX. So until then, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me as we continue through this journey through classic games, this time with Final Fantasy IX. Been a while since I've added that into the outro. So once again, thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new or you want to see more Final Fantasy IX. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is UnsilentOnAir, and as for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. You can check out more Final Fantasy IX in the playlist. It's on the screen in the description down below. More videos to the right if you're on YouTube.com or anywhere, anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.